Hello, good afternoon. My name is Nikki Straza, and I am the author of a little book called I Love You More. And it's very simply a little poetic love letter from God to us that explores how deep, how wide, and how high, and how constant God's love is for us. And I kind of put it in the form of a doodle book or a coloring book. Looks kind of like this. And the artwork is done by Lori Butler, who's absolutely fantastic. And just a little opportunity for us to explore and see what's inside. So I'm just going to read a couple pages just to give you a little insight on what it says. It says, God sat down to write a letter to me. It's higher than the sky and deeper than the sea. I opened my eyes and I still couldn't see just how big his love was for me. His letter said, Dear Nikki, I love you more than the sands of the sea, than the stones on the shore, and the stars you can see. I love you more than the numbers you can count. 1 or 1 million, that's a big amount. I love you more than the leaves on the tree, than the coins in the bank, or the waters in the sea. I love you more than you can imagine, the biggest, the grandest, most fantastic contraption. You can't escape it. You're surrounded by my love. You can't break it. You're protected by my love. And I won't read the rest because I don't want to be a complete spoiler, but I think you get the picture. God's love is big and wide, and our kids really need a heart of knowing how big God's love is for them. This idea first came to me actually in a moment of prayer, and I really felt God impress on me how important it was that his kids know how much his love is and how big it is. And I don't think as humans we really can comprehend it, but I tried to capture it. And I saw in this picture, in this vision, in my imagination as I prayed, that a child was reading this book and doodling and coloring, and the words on the page were seeping deep down into their heart, and they were really grabbing a hold in their heart of how big God's love was. And I just wanted to write that out, and God gave it to me sitting on a dock in Maine, overlooking the water, as nature was speaking to me and God was speaking to me through his creation, and I just began to write and write and write. And the result of that afternoon on the dock is this book, I Love You More. And I hope that you will get an opportunity to not only use the I Love You More book, but also the little mini lesson that I included with it so you can actually use it in your program and then give it away. That is my hope. I want to make this book so affordable that you can give it to every child in your ministry. I have a photocopyable, printable PDF version that you can use and replicate in your ministry. It's really quite simple, actually. All you have to do is go down and download the file from kidology.org, and for a few dollars, you'll be able to get a printable file that you can photocopy and print as many as you need. All you have to do is open the PDF and set up the printer settings. You need landscape orientation, print on both sides of the paper, flip on the short edge, and then click print. It's really that easy. The short edge is the really important piece because it's a landscape orientation. So just make sure you catch that. So landscape orientation, print on both sides of the paper, flip on the short edge, print. And print as many copies as you need. Then just keep the stack together, keep it all lined up, and it'll just look like this coming out of the printer. And page 13 and 14 are on top, and then all you have to do is fold it, and it'll all line up ready to go. Then simply take a big long stapler, even a short stapler if you're really creative, or you can spiral bind it like I did this one, and assemble it together. And then, before you give it away, do one last thing. Pray. Pray that God will open hearts. Pray that his truth would soak deep down into their very spirit, and it would begin to bring life and produce good fruit, because I do believe if we can grab a hold of how much God loves us, it will change our whole life. Thank you so much for considering this, and I hope that you find it as much of a blessing to your ministry as I have found it in mine, and I just wish you all the best. God bless.